Oh, my IFB was off. That was my fault. Thank you, Lee. You just got to watch me sit here. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, and thanks for stopping by Across the Fence. I'm Keith Silva. In its 70-year history, our program has had only 5 full-time hosts. Now, of course, that number is skewed a bit because Tony Adams hosted for nearly 40 of those 70 years. For the last year and a half, Joleil Whitney has been the face of Fence, and today, our time with Joleil comes to a close. Our host is moving on, but before she does, she's going to spend one last time across the fence. Joleil, thank you for your time on Fence. I hope you know that I am forever grateful for what you've brought to our program, but would you share with our viewers what's next?
So I accepted a job working at a station in Boston. As some attentive viewers may know, I work behind the scenes here at WCAX for my full-time job, so I'm going to be continuing that down south a little ways in Boston.
What are the call letters of the station?
It's WHDH, that's Channel 7.
In case anyone wants to tune in.
They won't see me, but they'll see my work.
They won't see you, they'll see your work. That's important. When I first shared this news with our colleague Ben Willis, his response was, good for Joleil. And so after working through the 5 stages of grief, I've come to the same place, and I share that sentiment. Here's a look back at some of your highlights during your tenure with Fence. Roll the tape.
About, the perfect home for them, and we want them to be successful in the homes that they go to.
All right, let's try it. I see what you mean with all the flavor. This one's getting a little spicy.
It sneaks up on you too. It kind of keeps going.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Something to look forward to. Of course, Florida's a ways away from Quechee, Vermont. Is it the same habitat for them, or eastern screech owls?
Similar.
Okay.
Similar, absolutely. They live in forests environments, as you can kind of tell. We've got those, and he's very well camouflaged with the bark of a sugar maple tree, for example.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. But if you're interested in learning any more about these chicks or anything about the 4-H embryology program, you can call the number on the screen. And that takes care of Across the Fence for today. From the crew behind the scenes here at WCAX, I'm Joleil Whitney. Have a good one.
We've got another clip coming up in a minute, but first I want to say, while I have honored your request to burn the tapes of your first interview you did with Across the Fence, I want to ask, since this is an educational program, what have you learned?
I don't know if you mean what have I learned getting better at this job, which if anyone has unfortunately seen the original, it's quite a lot.
And you've gotten better.
Thank you, I hope so. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's just learning about how to learn from people and doing it in 13 minutes. But being able to do this show has taught me a lot about a bazillion things. I always talk about one of my first programs that really stuck with me about bats, and that was great, or one about road salt. But I feel like I am now a lot more confident to talk about any particular subject in Vermont. Even recently we did one about amphibians, and it's just great to learn a lot. Now I'm gonna think morbid thoughts when I drive over a road in the rain in the spring, but it definitely it teaches you so much about the world around you, so I've been really grateful for that. And also I'm a lot more comfortable sitting on, I hope, either side of this desk than I was 2.5 years ago, or a year and a half.
A year and a half ago. Will you be doing any on-camera work in the new job, any interviewing?
I don't think so, no. I'm going back to my roots behind the scenes, but I always feel a little more comfortable on that side of the camera anyway, so it'll be good.
What's different about producing, being on the other side of the camera and being on this side of the camera?
Just about everything. And it's funny, when I'm on the other side of the camera, sometimes I'll think something and I wonder if you don't think the same thing. I'll be like, oh, why'd you do that? And I'm like, I bet Keith thinks that sometimes. But it's just great. I think either way, you get to be really involved with the content, but I like being behind the scenes and kind of pulling those strings a little bit more. So I'm grateful to be going back to that. And besides behind the scenes, I can wear whatever I want and I don't have to wear makeup.
Oh,
so
well.
there are some perks.
I never wear makeup, but it's the difference between me and you.
You wouldn't know, Keith.
Thank you. I don't ever think I've asked you this, but why did you decide to do this? You didn't have a background, you weren't a reporter, so why did you decide to do this?
Well, for one, I wanted to do more, just kind of with working in news, and so being on the other side of it was kind of a natural progression for that. And also, I mean, I've said it before, it was something that I have family that watched for years, and growing up, my grandmother lived up in Orleans, and she watched until she died, and so it's just a part of, I'm from Vermont, and it's a part of kind of learning about the state I'm from and giving back to it in the same way, and so it felt beyond just the career opportunity. It felt like that was a really impactful way to get involved.
Well, thank you very much. It's very kind, and thank you to your grandmother. Of course, I'm not the only one that's been impressed with you, so I asked some of our guests, colleagues, and friends of the program to record farewell Joleil messages. Here's what they had to say, along with a few choice outtakes.
Okay, tell me when to begin. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
What is this for? Okay, Jolene, since the first time you came to Across the Fence, you've really wowed us. Here's to many more years on the program. Happy birthday.
Hi, Joleil. I'm wishing you well on your new adventure. It's been great talking birds with you on Across the Fence. I've got a little chestnut-sided warbler here with a band on it. So this bird has been down south and back, and we hope to see you around here in the Burlington area, maybe at WCAX in the future. See ya.
Do you want me to step back? I can.
I can't believe we're saying goodbye to the host of America's longest running agricultural variety show. Joleil, it's been so much fun to work with you for the past 2 years, and even more fun to be your friend. I will miss our morning debriefs and our Friday night Indian food, but I'm so excited for you, and I can't wait to watch you succeed with what's next.
I can move again if you want.
Okay, now I have to figure out what I'm actually gonna say. All right, let's try this one. Okay.
Like me, I'm sure, be it apples or oranges, we can all agree Marco is beyond compare.
Joleil, cheers to a bright future and great accomplishments in your career, because with your dedication and talents, it's going to be as easy as pie. Best of luck in Boston.
Joleil, congratulations on the big job. We're so happy for you. And I know myself and everyone else on the morning show is so proud of you. You've done such amazing work, not only on our show, but also on Across the Fence. Take care and have fun in Boston.
Hi, Joleil. This is Bree from the Westford Public Library. I'll really miss talking about books with you on Across the Fence. I wish you good luck in Boston, and know that you're moving into an area with a really great library system. So whether you're moving into Boston proper and getting a card at the Boston Public Library, or somewhere in the suburbs and joining the Minuteman Network, know that you're in good hands as far as your library needs go. Have fun in Boston. I lived there in my early adulthood as well. It's a great place. I know you'll do great. But I figure I couldn't leave without a good book recommendation. And I know that you like the rom-com kind of genre of romance. So I thought I would recommend for you Catherine Center's book, Things That You Save in a Fire. This talks about a young woman who moves to Boston. She's a firefighter, and she's trying to prove herself in the gritty Boston Fire Department. But there's a young rookie who's caught her eye, and she doesn't know if she can have a romance with a coworker. So more ensues. You'll learn a little bit about Boston and about firefighters, but you'll also just really have a good book to keep you company on maybe one of those lonely nights when you first move in. So good luck and keep reading. Bye.
Joleil, so sad to see you go. It was an absolute pleasure to be able to work with you these past couple of years on Across the Fence. You know, from conquering Vermont's hottest chicken wings to getting pulled in a horse-drawn carriage to slipping at Procter Maple. You're always willing to put your body on the line and came with a passion and witty sense of humor that we're going to dearly, dearly miss. But good luck in Boston. It's super exciting. And in the words of Simon and Garfunkel, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind.
Is this better?
Joleil, it's been wonderful having you on Across the Fence. You've been a wonderful colleague. I've really enjoyed the field stories we've gotten to do together, as well as coming into the studio and being interviewed by you. I almost had it. We could have been done.
Whenever you're ready, guys.
No, sir. You want me to start?
Hey, Joleil, it's Adam and Brock from behind the scenes here at WCAX.
The team who makes the filming Across the Fence possible.
Good luck in Boston. It's been a pleasure working with you.
It's been really nice having you part of the team for the past few years. It's been great having you, and you mean a lot to us.
We'll miss you terribly. Good luck.
Good luck.
Calm down. Calm down.
Hot take.
Okay, time for me to change?
Yeah.
Okay, great. My thanks to Tim Rademacher, Mark Isselhart, and of course our behind the scenes. I know! That was perfect! Okay, well I can't see anything and you're making me walk. 3, 2, 1. Why are we always fighting?
I don't know. It's
3, 2, 1.
Joleil, you've been a wonderful colleague to have on Across the Fence. I really enjoyed all the times I've gotten to come into the studio to be interviewed by you, and it's been wonderful those times when you've come out into the field with me for our shoots. I can't wait to see you go on to do bigger and better things.
Was that it?
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, we're saying farewell to our host of the last year and a half, Joleil Whitney. And Joleil, I asked you, I knew this was coming up. I asked you what you wanted, and you said, how about a Viking funeral? Now, you're just going to Boston. You're not going to Valhalla. So I can't offer you a Viking funeral, but I can bring you a piece of cheesecake, which I know is one of your favorites.
It is, thank you.
It is one of your favorites. And no sending you off in a canoe on fire or a Viking warship, but I can bring the fire.
Oh my gosh, a close second, I guess.
Close second. You don't have to eat that on camera. I made you eat too many things on camera.
Oh man, I've eaten a lot of stuff on camera, so it's a relief. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You, of course, as you've said, are the Vermonter. I'm the Flatlander. What have you learned hosting Across the Fence about Vermont? You must know everything there is to know about Vermont, so this was all easy peasy for you.
No, it was great to learn about. I mean, I grew up in the Kingdom and then I moved to Burlington for work, but there are so many corners of Vermont, and it's incredible to learn about all the people who live here and the things that they're passionate about, and learning from Mark about all the birds that come through our region. And I've always been really passionate about birds, actually, and so it was great to dive in depth with him a little bit more. But it's incredible to learn how many subsections of Vermont exist and how many people are passionate about them. And it's a place that a lot of people, I think the state is somewhere that people discount. And so it's great to see that there are people here who care and are doing incredible work. And so it was just a gift to be able to talk to them.
Well, a gift, care, and a piece of work. That's how I can describe you. When we finish the program each day, you're always in a rush to get back to your real job, as you tell me, but you always take time to say, thank you, Keith. And I always respond, thank you, Joleil. So thank you, Joleil. Take us out.
Thank you, Keith. And I want to thank the crew behind the scenes here at WCAX for being the best looking and most talented team any host has had the pleasure to work with here at WCAX. This isn't goodbye, it's until next time. I'm Joleil Whitney. This is Across the Fence. Have a good one. Sorry, Keith. Okay, I'll count in then.